Greetings, travelers. So today we're going to follow up and continue to do the Ars Magica build. But before that, I figured I would take some time and show you guys some of the new stuff I've been working on. As you can see, I'm joined by several other companions, unwillingly, but several companions. Just can't get enough of their on-screen time, I guess. But as you can see, we're here in Moria and the waterworks, and one of the new areas that I have been working on and should currently be available if you download the extended content, down this hall. Now, if you remember, originally this was an area that was blocked off. It had a door, but we have since, or I have since, expanded on it. Let me go ahead and turn night vision on. And this is a very large, long hallway. Oh, let me get my sound turned back on. Give me a second here. There we go. And as you can see at the end of the tunnel it comes into, I've added the Flaming Deeps. This is still work in progress, but this is the big cavernous area. Theoretically, this is the area that the dwarves dug too deep and released the Balrog. Currently, this doesn't really go anywhere, but I will be adding the portal that's over in the waterworks is going to get moved over into here. But this is a very, very, very large area. It's about 700 blocks by 800 blocks. If you see, there's the Moria East Gate. When you get to the part where the gate portal is going to be, it's going to end up being only about 3,000 blocks away. The ultimate goal, if we get enough areas for Moria, is that you will be able to enter into the West Gate, travel through Moria all the way to the East Gate with no portal in between. But to give it the fiery feeling, it's not quite done, but the fiery feeling, I'm using the red limestone and red limestone cobblestone. Unfortunately, I may end up replacing the gravel with the gravel red frequency, just to keep the color red in play. But yes, this is a very large cavern area. Got plans to put in some spawners for Balrogs as well as other mobs. But this will definitely, most certainly be a large area to explore. Again, it is available currently in the DLC if you want to add it to your existing map. With the update that just came out, actually as of the day that I'm recording the video, should already be available on the Curse launcher, the FTB launcher, and if you have the links to GitHub, you can download it and use multi-MC. Your choice, available everywhere. Now part of the other part of this dev update, let me get back over here to, if I can avoid being lost, which I think I already am. Believe it or not, that's intended. I want you guys to get lost when you're in here. Oh, there we go. Matter of fact, that's the whole point of Moria in general, is very much maze-like. I think I mentioned this before, I've also added Osgiliath in the extended content, so all total there is now, well, here's my journey map waypoint. Oh. Each one of those is a point of interest that has been added to the map. There is about 20. I want to go without counting right off the hat. The only exceptions are like Thranduil's Hall and Breland. Those are points that I've saved because that's where content's going to go, but otherwise everything else here is a build that's been put in. And actually we are going to go to Cirith Ungol real quick so I can show you changes. There was an error in the map and I couldn't tell you when it occurred, but at some point the build that was sitting here got lost. So I ended up re-adding it. Oh, and I haven't put it into my dev map yet. Give me a minute and I will correct that. Alright, there we go. The dev map I don't generally keep up as I do where I work on it, only because of the fact that the dev map itself I use more for testing to make sure that things are good before an update. But as you can see, we've got Cirith Ungol has now been re-added. It has been moved to an area that seemed to be, to me, a little more conducive. The build's the same build. The major difference is the top of the tower has now been corrected as well, so it's the full height. But yes, it does end up going all the way to build height. And then of course the walk path to get over to Shelob's lair. So let's fly over there real quick. And what I was trying to go for was having the path somewhat follow the mountain rather than just being a straight bridge across. That way I could get some of these pillars and make it look like it was kind of built in place. But, you know, same as... Oh, same to you. Shelob's lair again, which I have someone working on a spider, so thankfully that may actually have a boss. And then over here we have stairs. They actually do end up going all the way down to an area. Originally it used to go right into Minas Morgul, but I decided that this was supposed to be an escape route for the hobbits. So what I ended up doing was taking the path in such a way that it kind of goes back behind Minas Morgul into an area of the mountains where you could continue on. Because this was supposed to be a secret way through the mountains of Mordor. And you can see there's Minas Morgul, but you know, if you're trying to escape, you can escape through this way and get through the mountains and make your way over to Mount Doom and Barad-dûr. So one of the other major changes, and prepare for a burst of music. I think I got the volume adjusted, but we'll find out. So let me go ahead and escape out of here. I've learned a lot of techniques as far as how custom main menu works. As you can tell, the most prominent, there is now new menu music. That is, we'll get to who that is in a minute. But instead of having the Minecraft music, now you have some more Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, Tolkien-esque type music for the opening. I've moved the quit, language, and options buttons down in the bottom left, and the version number over in the bottom right. Most notably now, instead of having the 6 buttons here, we now have extras and DLC. So if you come here, this is where you can go to click to download the different musics. And give me a moment here, that is a little louder than I expected it to be. Sorry about that. And then of course here, this is the one that's doing the menu music, Christopher Lloyd Clark. And of course, Kevin MacLeod, lots of the music in here. And as I constantly say, I also want to thank pretty much everybody. You guys watching my videos, you guys playing my mod pack. You are what have motivated me to keep going on this for as long as I have been. I mean, I have been actually doing this mod pack specifically for the better part of 2 years now, and I've enjoyed every moment of it, and I'm hoping you guys are too. But the menu reconfigure was something well needed. I like the unique menu, but I always wasn't quite happy with the way that the main menu was set up. I think this is a lot cleaner, a lot more straightforward, and I just feel it looks better. And if those of you that hadn't noticed, the splash text is now unique to TolkienCraft. It is not using the default Minecraft splash text. It is using custom splash. So give me just a moment here, and I've got one more special announcement that, if you are in, or visit Val's stream from time to time, you've heard announcements. I won't go into any more details beyond that, but let me show you something else that's going on. So give me a moment, I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. So, before I get finished showing you this new secret thing, and you will notice a little bit different music in the background, I did also want to say that some good, some additional news for TolkienCraft is I have a member of my patrons has graciously volunteered to do quests for the pack and even some additional builds in areas. What this means to everybody is that theoretically the amount of quests that will be available will go up substantially, because it's not just me doing the quests. As most people that have been playing this pack for a while and have spoken to me through Feed the Beast or through IRC or, any one of the number of different areas that I've communicated with you guys, the vast majority of the pack was put together, built, and set up and designed, and everything by me. There have been some exceptions where people have come in and helped. Some of the builds in Middle-earth are examples of that. I have had some people provide ideas for quests, which is in the beginning, which is what's expanded the quest lines in Draconis and going into Middle-earth. But it has been primarily me this whole time. Having somebody come on board that actually is not only willing to do the quests, but is familiar with custom NPCs to help implement those quests is huge. It's going to, again, I've mentioned it before, 2 years running, and we're still adding new content to the pack to expand it, to make it more interesting, to give you more to do. It's overwhelming at times. And it's only because of you guys that are watching this and that are playing this pack, so thank you. That said, that gives me a little bit more free time. So the special announcement that people have seen in Val's stream, but now I'm going to formally announce, is in partnership with the Phoenix team, which I am a member of, and several others. At least a dozen or more people that are willing to help this. We are now working on a new mod pack. This is purely alpha. If you look me up on GitHub, you will be able to pull the alpha release to test mods. If you do that, I do ask that you report any bugs you find or any ideas you have on GitHub in the issues area. But this is a new mod pack that I will be working on. Now, this is also something unique in the effect that I will have a much larger base of people helping me this time. Again, Phoenix team and several other players of TolkienCraft have volunteered to help alpha test and get this going. But this is going to be for everything magic and medieval that TolkienCraft is, this is the opposite. This is everything tech. I think the only major mod, at least major mod to me, that's not in this pack that's tech related, there's actually two that aren't, and that is RotaryCraft and GregTech. But we have IC2, we have BuildCraft, we have PneumaticCraft, we have MFR, we have modular power suits. If it's tech, it's in here. There is very little magic. There's only two that will be a part of the storyline that have envisioned so far. Being that this is very much alpha, prone to change, very likely to change, there's currently no map for this because at this stage it is just getting the mod interactions. But as you can hear, we've got the music, several, the menu. But importantly, Space Odyssey is a thing. I joked about it during Block Jam because I'd already had started and planned on it. This is actually another pack that I had envisioned for quite some time, but never had the ability or time to start on it. So, with the help of others on TolkienCraft, I now have a little more free time to do this. Plus, with the larger base of people that are now willing to help with alpha testing, beta testing, getting this set up, this will be a thing. But again, this is because of the support of everybody. And again, thank you very much. So, let me check to see how long the video's been going. And if there's time, we'll go and continue to work on the Ars Magica base. Otherwise, we'll see. So give me a moment and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. So, as you can see, I've made some progress. Working on some of the other things that I showed off in the beginning of the video. It's not as far along as I would like, but got everything green, at least. That took a minute. And I at least got the walls up and the entrance to my Ars Magica house. Going to put the windows in and get a little bit more done. Roofs are the bane of my existence, so don't know that we'll be doing the roof on screen. But definitely getting some windows and getting the interior structure together. So let's go ahead and get started on that real quick and see how far we can get. Let me get my magnet out so that I can pick up everything I drop. Oh, not that. There we go. I've always been a fan of big, airy, open windows, so that's always kind of the tact I take when I go to put windows on a building. And we're using the thickened glass just because I like the border when it's all connected textured. And then it's almost basically, well, for all intents and purposes, texture-wise, there's nothing there. But it keeps the bad guys out, and that's the important part. So we're going to, I think, use the AoE mode at this point. And here. Oh, I need to do that back. I want too thick, if possible. Go. And we're basically going to put them all the way around the house. This one is going to be a little bit smaller. That's where the entrance to the house is, so that's okay. And we got a little smaller one there, apparently. And think we'll go ahead and put one right here. Let's go in here so I can get this side. I think we will close this up here. That works. Although I'm thinking let's go ahead and do a window here on each side. Kind of like that. And to make this a little bit faster, let's do, there it is. And of course, I don't always remember, so hey, you know, let's just build windows 100 different ways. I'll tell you that Magnum torch was the best investment. The only visitors I get are those chocobos still. And I'm okay with that. And apparently I did not grab enough glass. Alright, so let's go back to the base and get some more. Had some in storage already, but I think I took all of that. So let's go back and see how much or what I need to make it. Sandy glass, so can I make thickened glass? Did we teach our AE system to make it? No, we did not. So that's okay. Furnace. Of course we don't have a furnace here. Why would we have a furnace at our processing plant? That would make no sense. Furnace at a processing center. Obviously something I need to add there. And as you can see, I'm still invaded here by horses and chickens and more chocobos and, well, you know, just a bunch of other stuff that livestock. Look over there in that corner. Just look at that. Look at that. Like old MacDonald had a farm. Except on McDonald's farm, it's nothing but horses, chocobos, and one chicken. Good Lord. We're gonna do this. Because it's fun. And I should have it in here now. And yes, I do. Should end up with another stack by the time it's done. Oh, there they go. Alright, back to Windows. Window building. Yay. Where did I leave off? There we go. Downside, so clear, I can't even tell where I have done it and where I have not done it. I have a feeling what I brought with me is still not going to be enough, but we'll find out. And of course, forget to use the Builder's Fund again. Why not? I think I... Wait, no, that's this one. And I think I got the 2 inside windows. There we go. Got the windows in place anyway. So one of the other things we're going to do is kind of decide... I'm thinking here is where I'm going to do the actual, like the spell crafting. You know, like the table and some of the little intermediate stuff. The bulk of this, because... Yeah, I've got Thaumcraft, I've got Blood Magic, I got Botania. They're all in their own separate little domes. Ars Magica is more about the spells, so it doesn't have a lot of blocks per se. But what we'll probably end up doing then is just decorating this house. But definitely over here, I'm thinking I want to put the inscription table in Oculus. But I also intend on... I don't want to use a whole lot of interior doors. I just like big open area. So we'll do some kind of stairs, probably use carpenter stairs. I don't think I have any left over here. Let's take a look. No, I have to go back and make them again. There's our AE reach over here. What the heck? Let's try. Huh, look at that. Stairs. I have quite a few there. I am actually impressed that Brandon set it up so that there's that much. And then go here. And knowing the way I am, I'm doing this now, and it will end up changing, and I will do something different, because I'll come up with a better way to do it. So, I guess for now, let's work on the inscription table. Where is it at? There it is. Okay, so I'm going to have to go back again to put this stuff away. I gotta get some wood, so leave these here in case I need them again. Leave that there in case I need it again. Alright, let's go ahead and go back to the main base, courtyard, and we'll make some of these items. I believe... No, I don't. So I'm going to... Actually, let's go set up... Need fences. Let's go set up a little Ars Magica garden. Fence. Why not use another brick? Why not? Let's be different. I have plenty of dirt. Actually, can we do that? Axe, do we have any axes? We do. What's this? Oh, Cool. Alright, and of course we have oak wood. So we'll do that. We'll do this. And of course we have string. We'll do that. I think I'm going to use these instead. Alright, let's see. I'm thinking right here is probably a good spot. Right underneath the window where we're planning on putting the inscription table. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we need to get some dirt. Because how close this will be? I'm going to go right here. Let's start out with 1. Actually, I do eventually possibly want a witchwood tree here, so let's go ahead and go there, there, and there. And I have my item frame over here. Because we're going to need this book. Ah, good. Doesn't have to be right on top of it. There we go. Really? Did I break it? Thank God it doesn't use this up when it makes the book. Yeah, I think I broke it. Try that again. Oh, I think I broke it. Let's try this. I think it's because the book was turned in the sign and it kept going in turned, but we'll find out in a minute. Oh, I apparently have broke it. I broke Ars Magica. That's no bueno. Okay, so what we'll do then is, I don't know why it's doing that, but we will swap it out. You guys saw it. It's broken. And I just gotta figure out where that book is. No, that's evil looking book. That's spell book. That is journal. Why is it not standing out obvious to my eyes? Hmm. There we go. Alright, let's change that back. Alright. It should be already unlocked. Oh, I guess not. Okay, so let's go get the inscription table. And the Oculus. Also going to get some Vintium ore. I think I just furnace this. No. Do I pulverize it? Oop. Oh, dang it. Pulverize. Alrighty. Vintium. And now the inscription table. Oh, did not want. Try that again. There we go. And the Oculus. Excellent. And there was a chest. We'll just make a couple of stacks of those, because I know they're going to get used a lot. And blank room. We'll do that. And there's a chest. Zero blossom, wake bloom. No, so let's do Ceru. Have a few of those. I've got literally a few of those. No wake blooms. We're going to have to do a hunt for those. And desert. I have 2. Let me check something here. Really needs to be a way to grow those. I wonder. Stick. Oh, crop sticks instead. Let's go test something real quick. Yes, I have the enormously overpowered Draconis, and I did not want to do that, but whatever. Let's see now. We put this in here. Nope. Nope. And no. Okay, that's all I needed to know. The rest of it can kind of come back. Go back here. Get these things placed. Here. Here. And I think the Vindium does back, so alright, we'll leave that there. Alright, so that's going to be it for today. Definitely we'll be coming back. We'll continue to work on this. I'll come up with what stage of Ars Magica we're going to work on next. I know we want to get into the spells, but I know there's mechanics of having to get there's new mechanics regarding essence collection and such. So when we come back next time, that's probably what we're going to delve into, just to confuse the heck out of me, since I will have no clue what to do at this point because of the changes. So thank you all very much for coming by, and you guys have a very great day. Bye.